All right, so we have a Friday game. We got the Vikings visiting the Saints on what looks like Christmas Day. And the Vikings are 7-point dogs at New Orleans. Look, New Orleans look great. Top-notch defense. Drew Brees finally came into form at the end of that game. The Vikings they never got it together. Like, I kept thinking their defense would come around. Mike Zimmer would find the way. 70% of the bets, 50% of the money coming in on the Saints. What say you, Simon?
What a great game for Christmas. Just a holiday treat. Just one team that's completely gone in the tank, and the Saints, they're dying for a bounce back game. But you just said it, all the money on Christmas Day is going to be coming on the Saints. This is a pro line, 7.5. We've taken the Vikings this year as a dog, and that's when they've been covering for us. That Tampa Bay one, that was brutal. But that was on the kicker. That was one of the few games they didn't cover as a big dog. So got to take the Vikings here, especially with the hook. It's a lot of points.
Right now, I'm only seeing 7 at DraftKings.
So that's brutal. It's like I don't want to talk bad about DraftKings, but they're killing us with these lines because there's so many books out there at 7.5. And that's what we want to play in the contest. We like the 7.5 because that's just a great number. And
we get the 7.5.
We don't do pushes too.
Scrooge here, but like, I don't want to bet the Vikings. Give me the, forget about the emotion. Give me your number here.
That's what it is. It's 7. This is like a touchdown game. The Saints have a great defense. Last week, that was unbelievable. That guy pushed that ball out of the end zone. Like, if that guy recovered that fumble for the Saints probably would have won that game because they would have been tied at that point. And we saw what happened the second half. They played really well, the Saints. But, man, you're exactly right. This is one of those that no one wants to take the Vikings. Everyone's sick of the Vikings. That's why it's a smart time to take them. It's just a lot of points. And I know the Saints are desperate. They need the win, but 7.5 is a lot of points to lay against that Minnesota offense.
All right, well, we'll wait and see. Maybe it'll get to 7.5. I mean, 70% of the bets are coming in on the Saints. So, there's a chance. I'm saying there's a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the Saturday games. First one up. Resurgent Buccaneers against the Lions, who are looking no good. 9.5 point favorites on the road, though.
Yeah, I mean, the professional in me wants to tell you take the home dog, the +10, the +9.5. But if Stafford's hurt, he's playing hurt. Yeah. He's just not right. Like, that game, he did all he could, but that defense just got absolutely torched by Tennessee. And we've seen the Buccaneers, just like last week, their offense pulled them out of that big hole, and Tom Brady just put up a ton of points. So, right. I don't want to touch this game because it's too large of a team to take on the road here, but I'll be on the Buccaneers side. It's just I can't trust Stafford with all these injuries piling up. He just isn't right now.
So you like it as a bet, but you don't think it's good for the contest.
Yeah, that's just a scary number. Like, I had this at 8, so I think you're getting good value on the Lions, but I don't think my system's taken into enough how much banged up Stafford is. He just, in that game, in that second half, he looked exhausted. Like, every time he would drop back, I was just scared he's going to take a hit, and that's going to be the end of it for the year for him. So I'm getting good value here on the Lions, but I'm not doing it. I can't take the Lions. So I would take the Buccaneers. Because of that, I don't want to put in the competition.
As we go through this, we also have to think about, is our strategy right now, find the 5 games we think will make us go 5-0, find the 5 games that we think will move us up dramatically in the contest that nobody else is going to take?
At this point, we just got to go 5-0. We can't worry about anyone else. We just need to go 5-0. So that's why, like, this week, honestly, whatever we pretty much say on this Tuesday show, I'm going to try to stick to it. I'm not going to try to be indecisive Sunday morning. Like, I feel like we're going to nail these numbers once again this week. Like, I'll go over it next week at the end of the year show. I've tracked all of our picks from this show, and it's going to make you so sad, the percentage of what we won on this show compared to what we did on Sunday. So I'll say that for next week.
God. Oh, yeah. My God. That is going to be a brutal show. I can't wait. People can't wait for that. We got, you know what, by the way, that's why the phrase that pays is you got to own your decisions.
You gotta.
49ers, the team we used to love to bet against the Cardinals, the current team we love to bet. The Cardinals are 4.5 point favorites at home. which is essentially a home game for the 49ers right now. I would take the Cardinals here.
You would?
Well, would I not? Am I not? Do I not want to?
No, it's one of those where I think that everyone's done with the 49ers. That was an awful game against Dallas. They had 2 red zone turnovers themselves. They had 2 muff punts, I think, the 49ers in their own red zones. So I have to buy low on them here. The Cardinals, I loved them last week because I thought Jalen Hurts was going to lay an egg. That was a rookie QB in his first start on the road. And I tweeted out as a joke, but I'm kind of for real. Like this kid is incredible, Jalen Hurts. He's making plays that only a handful of guys in the entire league can make the plays he made against this Cardinals team. So Cardinals, they're a good team. They're getting into playoff form here. They need to win. But divisional game +4 for the 49ers, and no one's going to be betting the 49ers. I have to. It's the pro side. You have to take the +4 here for the 49ers.
Well, you're 100% right. And as soon as I said I want to take the Cardinals, I scrolled over on the Action Network website to see the percentage of bets coming in on the Cardinals, and it was 80%. So
wow.
We're getting 4.5 at DraftKings on this. So we're getting 49ers 4.5. It feels like an automatic take.
Yeah, that's crazy that much more. I thought it was gonna be something like 65, 70%, but 80%. Like the public does get games right. Like you just said with that Buffalo game, they were on that one. They were on the Cleveland one. That was good picks by them, but we have to take this divisional game. Everyone's giving up on the 49ers. Like you just said, all that money coming on the Cardinals, like 4.5. That's a good number.
Bing, 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 bing. 49ers +4.5. That's the road to 5-0 starts with professional picks, and the 49ers +4.5 is a professional pick on Sunday. On that's, by the way, this is a Saturday game. Saturday morning. I don't want to get a text from you. Okay. I don't want to get a text that says the number's no good, blah, blah, blah. I've been thinking we're in. Okay.
All right. But yeah, that is what I do with the numbers is true, man. Like that's my job, is to find you value. Like you wanted to do the Saints. I said, why would we do the Saints? And we could have got 3.5, 3. That was a bad number. So sometimes it does matter, but you're right. For the most part, the final number really doesn't matter. So I'm with you there. If this moves down to 3.5, I'll probably be still cool with 49ers. But 4.5, we love that number.
Dolphins -2.5 on the road at the Las Vegas Raiders.
Wow. Yeah, people are going to see a theme here of me just taking these home dogs, but this is what I have to do. It's a sick life. This is the life I chose to live. I take home dogs, especially home dogs that the public doesn't like. So the Raiders, they're going to be, I don't even know what the percentage of the money is, but
80-20. 80-20 right on the bets.
Right. So like I was going to say, I can promise you the public will come in heavy on the Dolphins. They've played really well here the last few weeks, but the Raiders are awful. They have played terrible. I refuse to put them in this contest because they've just been on such a bad slide. Like some of these teams, I just stay away from because it just seems like they're falling apart. Like no 2 teams are worse in the NFL right now the last 3 or 4 weeks than the Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So love the Raiders here. I'll be betting them professionally, but I will not ask you ever to put this in the competition. I'm happy to stay away from this one.
Dolphins Raiders is the prime time Saturday night game. And by the way, if we end up, I wrote it down, like if we end up thinking the Raiders are disgusting, but if we're going to go 5-0, that's how we're going to do it. And we got to do it, baby.
We'll see. If we actually do go through and take the 49ers and that comes through and I'm feeling myself, Chad, we might give it and take the Raiders. But right now, I don't want to do that to us or the fans.